Good morning and welcome back to another video. So I actually debated as to whether or not I was going to make this video because I am travelling. It's quite an exciting trip, but it's a work trip rather than a family trip. So I was kind of umming and ahhing as to what I should do, and obviously there'll be a lot of it that I won't be able to vlog, but then I thought there will be bits that I can vlog that's like in my own time, and for all the reasons why I like to vlog is to capture the memories and remember what I got up to. So on that basis I figured I would vlog, but I guess we'll have to see if I can actually create a vlog out of this, depending on what I can and can't film. So whether or not this actually sees the light of day remains to be seen, but we'll see. So it's very early this morning. It is 4 AM and I'm being picked up soon. It feels so weird to be going away without the boys because it's so far away. And I know I did my France trip recently with friends, but again that was slightly different because I was with friends. But yes, so all of the details. I'm heading from Manchester Terminal 1. We're flying to Dublin and then transferring and flying from Dublin to Washington Dulles, which never been to Washington before, so that's very exciting. We're flying Aer Lingus. We've got business class, which is probably something I'm never going to do again, so I'm excited for that. And then we're there for, well, we're in the States for 5 days, but we're kind of a bit around, so we'll be in Washington, we'll be in Alabama, and we'll be in Atlanta. So got quite a few things to get up to. A few things kind of penciled in if we get the time, like things I would like to do and see, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what we get up to. So yes, another early start. We'll vlog what I can, but looking forward to another adventure. Everything's been fine this morning at the airport through check-in and security. A little bit slow, but not too bad. We found we weren't able to use the lounge because of the split ticket, so instead we went to Giraffe for breakfast, where I had what was described as eggs benedict, but it was a bit strange because the hollandaise had harissa in it, so it was very orangey, but it tasted okay and it was just a nice breakfast to start the day. And then we'll soon be getting on the flight heading to Dublin. On the flight to Dublin we had extra legroom seats, which were really quite nice, actually quite spacious. We're just in the 51st and Green Lounge in Dublin, and there are a few things you can have. Some juice, yogurt, fruit, cheese. There's some crackers, little protein snacks, lots of water, mint water, some pastries, coffee, tea, Alpen, some of the cereals. Lots of different teas, some bread. I think they've still got like a breakfast option here. So what's this? Oats. They got some scrambled eggs, potato cakes, these are like the best things ever, and some beans and tomatoes. And then in the fridges you can help yourself to some soft drink. There's also a full service bar where they do cocktails, alcohol, that kind of thing. Obviously we're working, so we're not going to have any, which is a shame. They've got Cosmopolitan on the menu. That's a pretty good cocktail menu for like a lounge offering. And then just the standard drinks, and then some fancy coffees. And of course the cheese and chive pretzels. Just getting on the flight from Aer Lingus to Washington Dulles, and this was in business, which is never going to happen again, but how nice is this? There was a very nice menu which included starters, mains, desserts and an afternoon tea. I wonder what's in the bag. I'm going to change the plane. We had some grey flight socks, which were a really nice soft material. Then we had the obligatory eye mask, some earplugs, a toothbrush and some toothpaste, an Aer Lingus pen, some hand cream, and some lip balm. There were also some over-the-ear headphones which came with each seat, and a little blanket. You get a water bottle, and then there is settings for the seat, including a massage setting. Just pressing all the buttons. Oh, look at that! Just looking at the film selection, and I feel really bad for Pete because we've been desperate to watch that together, but clearly I'm going to watch it whilst I'm on this 8-hour flight. This is so nice. Clearly the first and last time I'm ever going to fly like this. I'm going to enjoy it. 8 hours as well, so at some point I'll have a little lie down because it has been a really early start this morning. Well, I couldn't sleep, so I was up at 1. So very much need a nap, and it would be nice to actually be able to lie down. Got a little pillow behind me, blanket in front. God. I'm buzzing. So for the Wi-Fi, you're given a little card with a code to use. You have to go to the portal, go as if you're going to purchase, and then put in a code. I've got a glass of champagne, and look at that, it's got a little shamrock on the glass, very cute. And then also gone for Lancashire cheese and spring onion biscuits, which come with a little onion jam. It's nice. I'm just going to try one of the biscuits with the jam. Smells good. The onion jam is like a sweet jam, and the biscuit is really savoury and cheesy. So good. And then the champagne. That's nice. It's not dry. It's quite sweet. It's nice. I can definitely get used to this. It's not just in economy that they run out of things. So they had this smoked salmon starter, but they didn't have any more of the tomato and mozzarella salad. So I've opted not to have the salmon because I don't like it. So instead I've got the side salad, bread, butter, and I've asked for these extra biscuits that I just had because they were so good with that onion jam. Yum. But oh my gosh, look at these! Is that not the tiniest, cutest little salt and pepper shakers you've ever seen? So cute. I've also got another top-up of the champagne, which is really nice. I'm never going to be able to fly economy again. This is not good. The main course has just arrived, and this is the beef fillet with roasted potatoes and some vegetables. Let's do a taste test. Definitely wouldn't say they were roast potatoes, they're just boiled, like new potatoes. But the beef tastes good, the sauce tastes good. It's a bit like overdone, but what else would you expect really? I'm critiquing that as if it was not not plain food, if that makes sense. It's actually really nice. And the vegetables cooked really nicely. Do you know, the more I ate of that, the nicer that actually was. That's really good. Easily the best plain food I've ever eaten. Very, very nice. Oh, the apple and cinnamon crunch is actually a cheesecake. Oh, I'm like mega impressed now. I thought it would be some like, I don't know, just crumble or something. And I wasn't mad at that, but it's actually a cheesecake. Yay. Let's try this. I'm never that keen on cinnamon, but it's not very cinnamony. It's really, really good. Like the best plain meal I've ever had. Well, not surprisingly really, but that is really yummy. Just needing to do another voiceover for this section because the plane was very loud and I must speak very quietly because you could barely hear me. So I just wanted to show you what it looked like with the chair turned into the bed. I definitely needed a nap by this point. I think I was flagging. So the chair actually pulls out all the way under the seat in front, so your legs are under the seat in front. And the back of the chair actually fully reclines so that you are fully horizontal. I've just woken up. That was actually very nice. Yeah, to be able to like lie down fully with a pillow and a blanket. I felt straight asleep and didn't wake up with a stiff neck, which was nice. The only problem is I didn't have my gum shield in, which I have to wear because I grind my teeth. Jaw is a bit, yeah, but it's about 2 hours I think until we land, so probably just going to stick on another film just to kill a bit of time. We are surely going to be landing and it's definitely been the best flight I've ever been on. It's like 10 minutes to go so we can see land now, which is great, very exciting. So when we get there I think we're just going to drop our stuff at the hotel. I think we just need to have like a pre-brief ahead of tomorrow and then maybe do some exploring depending on the time and how everyone's feeling, so we'll see what we get up to. We've just checked into the Hyatt Regency in Reston, so let's do a little room tour. It looks like a big old room with a very giant bed, some chairs, oh, a good full-length mirror, a desk area, a coffee machine, are they Starbucks pods? Rainforest pods? I don't drink those anyway. I've brought my own kettle. We're on the 12th floor. This is the view. Oh, that looks like a nice little rooftop. Terracey bit there. Some nice like planters around the side. Giant TV, look at the size of that. And cupboards. Anything in here. Drawers. Safe and a fridge. Oh, with some complimentary water. And then inside the bathroom, big sink area, giant mirror, and bath and shower. Oh, I hate those fixed shower heads. It's quite a low bath though as well, isn't it? So we're just going to do a quick change and then I need to pop down to the bar to meet my colleagues, and then I don't know what we're doing. I think we just need to go and find somewhere where we want to eat and if we want to do anything, but I'm feeling a bit tired now. So I'm just going to throw some stuff out and yeah, just see what we get up to this evening. We headed to Farmers, Fishers and Bakers for our dinner this evening, and there were so many amazing choices on the menu. I went for the crab cakes, which were recommended. The sauce that they came with, I think, was a beurre blanc. It also had spinach and the most amazing skin on fries. It was delicious. We're back in from dinner and it's 9:20 here, which means I have now been awake for a full 24 hours, aside from the slight nap I had on the plane. And I am tired, and it could be the tiredness, could be the cocktails, could be both, but I'm exhausted. So tomorrow, plans for tomorrow, we've got our work event during the day, and then we're hopping on another plane heading to Huntsville, Alabama. So I'll see you tomorrow for some more adventures. I think today is going to be a light filming day actually, because we are doing work meetings all day, which obviously I can't and won't film. And then, I think I mentioned it last night, we're then getting on another flight. We're going to Huntsville, Alabama. Now I find it really difficult not to say that in Forrest Gump's voice. Alabama! It just makes me laugh. Where the hotel that we're staying in there backs onto, I think it's a mall, and there's Bath and Body Works there, which I feel like I need to go and top up. So I'm hoping that we get time to do that, but like yesterday, time just ran away. So the original plan yesterday was to head into Georgetown, which we did, for some food, but I also was desperate to go to Georgetown Cupcake, which is a cupcake bakery, but they've been on TV, DC Cupcakes I think the show used to be called, and I was like, loved it. Also one of our colleagues worked there as well, and she was saying actually it is just as good as it looks. So that was kind of the plan, and then also to go and see the Capitol building while we were sort of downtown DC. But last night the food was really good in the place that we went to, but the service was quite slow, so it all took a while. And by the time we'd finished dinner, we kind of just hit a tired wall. It was like 1 getting on for 2 AM our time, and we just needed to go back to the hotel after all being up since 1 AM the morning before. So we didn't end up going to the cupcake place or seeing the Capitol building, which I know when people, like, I've had a lot of messages on my Instagram about when I've been sharing bits and bobs of this trip, like, oh, like, amazing, like, I wish I could do what you did, like, it's all so glamorous. It's not really, actually. Like, it is great to go and see places, but I guess the point is you don't actually really get to go and see the place. You kind of get to go and see the inside of a hotel room and going to and from the destination. So unless you do have a lot of downtime, which you rarely do because obviously you're being paid to come and work, so you don't actually get that much downtime, there's not really a lot you can do, which is a shame considering we're like, we've come all this way and it's like right there. But it's not right there though either, to be fair. Like, if it was 5 minutes away, fine, obviously we would have pushed through, but it wasn't really. But we did have a really nice dinner, and it is nice to see like the bits and bobs that we have seen. So we'll see what we get up to in Huntsville. But it is, I don't even know what time it is now, just after 6. I've seen every hour from 1 AM, which again is not the glam side of it, is it? Things like jet lag. So I've seen every hour since 1 and just gave it up at 5 because I was just like, this is just pointless. So I'm gonna go and head down for some breakfast, finish packing up, and then yeah, get on with the day. We've had a lovely day in Reston today, which is where we've been like based out of today. We were taken to Passion Fish restaurant, which is a seafood restaurant, and that was really lovely. What did we have there? So to start, we all shared the like seafood appetizer. which was absolutely delicious. It had crab, lobster, prawns, oysters. I tried my first oyster, which was very nice. It had like a shallot vinaigrette on it. Wasn't what I expected, but I wasn't mad at it. It was very good. Then for Maine, I had the crab cakes again, and that was only because these ones were highly recommended and apparently have won awards, and they were very nice. And it came with a beurre blanc, which was really yummy. And then to finish, we had churros, which was slightly strange because they had like a raspberry jam filling, which didn't quite go with like the chocolate, but it was a delicious meal. So now we're just grabbing our stuff from the hotel, and then we're heading back to the airport and getting on another flight to Huntsville, Alabama. Just coming into the gift shop to find my magnet. Oh, there's so many good choices here. Well, that was the scariest plane journey I've ever been on. It was a very tiny plane, very tiny, and a lot of turbulence, which felt every bump. And they did warn before we took off that there was potentially like storms over the area. And yeah, we felt every bump. So that was fun. I do get nervous on planes, like the taking off and the landing I don't particularly like, but once we're in the air it's usually fine. But a big drink is needed after that. But we just checked into the Reston. It's literally sat on the back of a mall, which is great. I'd already researched it ahead. There's Bath and Body Works, which I'm very keen to go and visit. We've not got long though, it's 7:30 and we need to have dinner as well, so I think we just want to have a quick like pop around the shops and then go get something to eat and drink. But let me just do a very quick room tour. This room is very nice. So as we walk in, a giant bed, nice artwork, little side tables, a sofa, big TV and drawer units, coffee machine. There is a Starbucks here on site, so I think it's Starbucks coffee. But there's my little trusty travel kettle, which I have been mocked for on this trip. Bathroom has got a low bath here. Lots of like nice looking toiletries actually, and lots of things like just available, which is always nice. Shower caps and little nail file kits and things. You don't often see them these days. Toilet and big open shower here, and then big mirror, and yeah, it's a bed for the night, which is nice. I'm sure it will be very comfortable. So yeah, we're just gonna pop down now, go get a little bit of shopping done, and yeah, go get something to eat. There's so many like Halloween-y bits in here. I've obviously picked up a lot. Lots of spooky. So I'm very happy with that. That's me done now. So we're just back from another nice evening. Went to Bath and Body Works. I got quite a few bits. I know Pete will be watching this because he'll edit it, but $72 later. Whoops. But there were so many like Halloween-y, spooky, festive fall season things, so got a bit carried away. But that was nice to be able to do that. And then where did we go? P.F. Chang's, was it? Chinese restaurant, which was very nice. So we had lots of like sharing bits between us. So we had lots of starters, which was nice. And then I think I vlogged those, but I don't think I vlogged the mains. But for mains again, we had like another nice selection of beef, chicken, rice, noodles. I had this cocktail, Sake Warrior. I had a couple of those, which was nice. And then after that we went to BJ's restaurant and bar, where I had a Cosmopolitan, and I said, are the drinks really strong, or am I just really tired and jet lagged? And one of our American colleagues, no, they're not that strong. I think you're just tired. Okay. Yes, possibly. But we also passed by a shop called Trash Panda, which is the new term this week. I'm just gonna call everyone a trash panda. And then was just having a like nice chat to other guests that are in the hotel, so that was nice. So I've just been sorting out my cases, so just getting myself organised for the morning. I think we need to be meeting again at 7:30, 7:45, what time is it now? 11, but it feels like 4. So I'm very tired, but last night I didn't sleep very well. I saw every hour, I think I said that, from 1. So hopefully I'll sleep a bit better tonight. I was trying to self-medicate with the Sake Warriors. But yeah, so we're just here in Huntsville for one more, well, half a day tomorrow. And then we're flying from Huntsville to Atlanta for our last day. And then we're flying from Atlanta to Manchester. So yeah, it's like a busy week. But such a good week, such a good week. Really like enjoying it, glad that we've come. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some sleep now, so good night. Good morning. It is now Wednesday. It's 7:30 AM my time. We've been back an hour. Time zone pushed back an hour, so it's 1:30 I think in the UK. I actually managed to sleep well last night, which was good. I woke up at 1:30 again. I don't know what it is about 1:30 that's waking me up every morning, but woke up at 1:30. Actually managed to go back to sleep until 5:30 when I needed to get up. So ready now, just gonna head down for breakfast. Because we're eating so much, I thought, oh, there's no way I'll be able to have breakfast, but I've woken up ravenous. And I was actually a bit worried about my outfit this morning, because these pants that I'm wearing, I'll see if I can show you in the mirror, but the pants that I'm wearing have always been slightly on the tighter side anyway. So that after a couple of days of like big meals, I was like, eek, is that gonna work? Let me show you. I fit into them, which is good. Yeah, these are the pants. They're just from Next. They were like £11 in sale, and I absolutely love them. I'm pleased to say they do actually still fit. So yeah, off to breakfast. I'm hoping it's not a buffet though. I wouldn't mind just ordering like a plate of something, but we'll see what there is when we get there. Breakfast this morning had such a wide variety on the menu, including like breakfast tacos and omelettes with pulled pork and beef brisket. I asked for something different, just a ham and cheese omelette and a breakfast muffin. I got my peppermint tea. Just at Huntsville Airport. It's a really small airport actually, so there's not much around, but I've got Pete and Oscar some little bits, just little bits from the trip, some magnets from the trip with all of the destinations so far that we've been to, so hopefully I can complete the set with Atlanta tomorrow. We've just had some lunch. There isn't really many places here. There's like a small bar and restaurant which does cold food, and then a small place that did burgers, but as in literally just burger, and some crisps on the side. But it was actually surprisingly nice. So yeah, just airfield view, and just had a little bit of a wander. The flight is in about an hour, but it's only going to last, I think, maybe less than an hour, because I don't think it's far where we're going. And then we've got the evening to ourselves, so we've got a little bit longer than what we've had at previous places. So I think the plan is to head to downtown Atlanta, I think. We'll have to see what we do. And then tomorrow we've got like one last visit with what we're doing before we then fly back to Manchester. So it's been a really nice day today actually, doing what we've been doing, and yeah, been quite productive. Hello! So I have just arrived at the, I don't know what hotel we're on, the Marriott in Atlanta, Georgia, which state of the peaches, I think. We saw a sign coming in. As always, very quick turnaround from checking in, literally just dumping our stuff, getting ready, and heading back out again. So it is now 4:45. We're meeting in 5 minutes, and we've got, because of the time difference, we've gained an hour this time, I think, coming back. So we've got a little bit longer than we have done at the previous places. So we're heading into downtown Atlanta, and we're going to maybe do a bit of shopping and grab some dinner. So that will be nice. I'll just do a very quick room tour. You got the bathroom off to your left, massive mirror and unit area, and a nice like walk-in shower here. That's quite nice. Again, got some nice like products there. Brand This Works, I think I've used them before. And then as you're coming into the room, you've got a low bed this time, still a giant bed but quite low this time. Usually I feel a bit Princess in the Pea because they're so high up. A sofa, just the TV unit, a little fridge, and I've just dumped my stuff. What's the view out here? It's quite nice. Tennis courts. Is that a pool or just a lounge area? Oh, looks like there's a little pool out there. It's nice. So like with all of these vlogs, not really getting a chance to vlog much while I'm out, obviously, because I'm with colleagues and it's a bit awkward, inappropriate, I don't know which word. I've been mocked relentlessly, it feels, this week for taking pictures of my food and things, but you know, I think that's nice. It's quite nice for us to, like, for me to capture like memories of stuff I'm doing. Just having a look at them, at the drinks things. Never seen coffee in a packet like that before. Always glad of my kettle, which I've also been mocked for bringing a kettle, but it's just a little tiny one. But when you don't drink coffee, if you only drink tea, whether it's peppermint or otherwise, these coffee machines are no good for that because I don't think they properly boil the water. Anyway, I'm blathering on, I'm gonna be late, so best go. But yeah, I'll show you what I can, and just looking forward to our like last full evening here. Should be nice. Hello, so back now. It's after 11:15, I think. Tonight was like one of the best nights I think we've had. I think because A, we had longer. It was a bit of a mishmash though, because we went to downtown and we grabbed a drink from the Hard Rock Cafe because one of our colleagues that we were with collects the t-shirts, so needed to go pick up a t-shirt, so we had a cocktail there. And then we asked the server for some recommendations, and he recommended a couple of places, and like, I'd like to think of myself as pretty street smart, but we were walking around and just thinking, oh, okay, that's not great. So some of the places we kind of walked around weren't ideal, I don't think. It was a good job we were in a group. And then we ended up in Voodoo Bar, which was this crazy, what's that guy's name from the Saw movies? Jigsaw. It was like him everywhere, and Pete would have liked that, I think, but it was nice place to get a drink. I ordered off the menu, actually. They made me up a champagne cocktail, which came in a pint glass. Never seen a champagne cocktail in a pint glass before, so that was fun. And then we were starving, so we ended up getting some barbecue from a place that was really highly recommended, Fox Bros. But we ended up walking down this street that was just houses, and we were like, there's no street lights, there's just these are just people's houses, like it can't be here, like it's not here. And then we got to the end of the street and there it was. So I think either we went the wrong way or it's really only like within driving distance or something. God, look at this hair, like the humidity is real here. Oh my god, the barbecue food was so good. Again, Pete would have absolutely loved that. We ordered way too much food, but we had like loaded fries, like Texan fries they were called, mac and cheese, just plain fries, coleslaw, chicken fried ribs, I don't know if you've ever had a chicken fried rib before, but it was a rib in a like battered chicken coating, which, oh my god, it was so good. We had brisket, we had chicken wings, fried pickles, fried jalapenos. Like, we ordered so much food, it was incredible. So we're all a bit like, oh, like, just need to lie down now. Which yeah, we're all a bit tired now. So we came back, oh god, that's probably not a good idea. We came back hoping to grab another drink, but the bar is closed already. It closed at 11 and there is like nowhere else to go, so we've just ended up all back in our rooms, which is probably a good thing, right? Like, another drink always sounds good, but it's never good in theory. In practice, in theory it is good, but in practice it's no good. So we have to be at the meeting point tomorrow for 8:30. And this trip I've been so good because we've been like just day to day today. I have packed all of my stuff for the next day in my carry-on case, just in case, not wood, but I don't want anything to get lost. But I haven't done that because we had such a quick turnaround getting here, so I haven't really sorted myself out. I've got my clothes hanging up for tomorrow, but I just need to like assemble myself. But this week, because we have just been like a night in each hotel, I've been living out of a case and not really had time to unpack, so everything feels like a mess, which I don't like. But yeah, it's the last day tomorrow and this week has flown by. But I had like managed to speak to Pete and Oscar earlier, because the time difference is really difficult because they're either in bed or at school, or like I'm in and out. But we did have a nice chat this morning, which was good. So yeah, I was awake 5:30 and it's now 18 minutes past 11. So I'm tired. Oh, excuse me. This trip has been good, but it has just been the trip of tiredness. I think I'm starting to kind of get used to the time zone now, just as we're about to come back. So I'm going to be like exhausted this weekend. But no, it's been good. It's been really good for what we actually intended to come for, and our American hosts have been amazing. So yeah, I'm just going to turn this aircon down. Like, the aircon. Like, I know anyone who's watching my vlogs has probably gone to Walt Disney World, and the aircon is something else. Like, it's nice when you first walk in off the street because it's hot outside, but after a while it's like, I'm cold, really cold. I don't know what, I'll just try and grab my phone, see what the temperature is outside, because the temperature outside now is like, just because we've just come back in, what's my location? 24 degrees still, and it's really humid. It's nice. We've got temperature tomorrow of 31, which is great when you're in office wear. But actually, because you're inside the whole time, and it's bloody freezing, it's not been that bad actually today, being in long sleeves, because I thought, oh, I'm packing long sleeves because my like tattoos, I cover them up when I'm at work, and I was thinking, oh god, I'm gonna die, like knowing what the temperatures were gonna be like. But because it's bloody freezing everywhere, it's actually been alright. So yeah, last day and then heading back, and we are flying tomorrow with Virgin. We're flying upper class. Never gonna happen again, never. So I will enjoy it this one time, and hopefully get some sleep, because it's an overnight flight. We fly back, I think we fly at 5 p.m, arrive in Manchester at 6 a.m, so I'll be glad for this lie flat bed, because nobody ever sleeps on these flights, do they, in economy? Like, it's the stiff neck, it's like when you do the bob, like nodding dog. Although I had to laugh before when we were on the Delta flight, so it's only a short flight. I think we were only in the air for 30 minutes today to go from Huntsville to Atlanta. I fell asleep, and I must have fallen into quite a deep sleep just as we landed with like a thud, and out of instinct I kind of just reached my hand out and grabbed this old man that was sat next to me. I was like, and then it took me a minute to kind of get with my bearings, and I was like, I'm so sorry. That was just instinct, reactive. And bless him, then we were having a chat as we were like taxiing in. He's telling me about his daughters and things. He was a very nice man. He wasn't put out by the fact I literally just grabbed him, but normally I would like reach for Pete or Oscar, whoever sat next to me, because I've said before I don't like the landing bit, and that was like a sudden thud, but I think because I was asleep and then woke up with a start. So yeah, that was fun. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up here, get to bed. Like with all of these travel bits and pieces, I'm not sure, well, I won't be able to film with what we're doing tomorrow, but hopefully can film a bit of the flight before we get to have a sleep. But oh, excuse me, yeah, nice full happy tum of barbecue food. I'm ready for a sleep, but yeah, just need to turn this aircon down because it's flipping freezing. So good night. Good morning. It is the final day and it has come round really quick, but I have to say I am like ready to go now, really, because I miss home, I miss the boys, and yeah, we've just been eating ridiculously well all week, so kind of need to get back and not do that. So we have got meetings this morning, and then after that we'll be checking into the airport for our flight, which I think, as said, wrapped up last night, upper class on Virgin at 5 o'clock. So very excited for that. So again, and I say this I think every day, but there's probably not going to be that much I can vlog, maybe until like later we get on the flight, and I'll show you like the food and stuff. But yeah, it's been really nice. So just packing up now, getting everything ready. We've got a late checkout on our rooms until 1, which is good, because after we finish our meetings we can come back here and just get changed and stuff. So just gonna go head down now for breakfast, and I'm just hoping that there's something nice. I don't know what I fancy, but yeah, hopefully it will be something good on the menu. So see you in a bit. Hi. So trying to think where I left off. Went for breakfast, had Eggs Benedict. I love Eggs Benedict, and it was the first place that actually had Eggs Benedict on the menu, so I was very happy, and it was very good Eggs Benedict. Then we went out for our meetings. Such a good day, like, yeah, very productive, really good to do what we did, got what we needed, so that's perfect. And then we've got a little bit of time before we need to head to the airport, so we're going to go make a supermarket run, because a few of us want to pick up some bits to take home. So it will probably be like supermarket sweep though, literally like in and out. So we've just got our stuff packed, supermarket run, then to the airport. Obviously, because we're flying upper, we get the lounge, so I think that's where we're gonna have something to eat. But yeah, really good last day, like got everything that we wanted to get out of this trip, which was perfect, made the trip really worthwhile. And like I say, now we've just got a little bit of time to kill, so gonna go and do that, and gonna see what I can bring home for the boys. This is in the Delta Lounge. So salady bits, chicken. There's some soup in these kettles. Chicken noodle soup. Coffee machine. Cornbread. Oh, macaroni cheese. Alright, just narrating to myself here. Ribs and, oh, Brussels sprouts. More coffee. Some more hummus and pita. Some meats and sandwiches. And look at this tray of brownies. Oh my god. I think that's a cheesecake brownie. It must be. That looks so good. They've also got a full service bar. And then we were on the flight, and this was my seat for the next 7 hours. For the drink service, there was a full open bar. I just decided to go for this apple cocktail or mocktail, which was very nice. For the starter, I went for the prawns, and it was a cold dish with some pineapple salsa, and that was delicious. For the main, I went for the paneer curry, which was Actually quite spicy, but in a really nice way. I love that. And this was my bed for the night. It doesn't look that nice, but it was very nice to be able to lay flat and have a good snooze. For the breakfast service, there were so many options, including a full English, but I just went for a bacon butty. And then we were landing in Manchester, and that brings this trip to a close. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks again for following along. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.